Would AI recommend you for the clients you actually want, or would it have no idea what makes you different? A lot of real estate marketing has sounded the same for a long time. I help buyers and sellers. I'm here for all your real estate needs. Call me when you're ready to move. Safe? Sure. Familiar? Definitely. But when every agent says some version of that, the client has to do all the work to figure out who's actually a fit. And now AI has the same problem. It can't understand a lane you've never made clear. Before we get into it, hit like if you want more practical real estate strategy like this, subscribe if you're building a sharper business this year, and drop a comment with the client type you'd like to be known for. The way people search is changing. A buyer or seller may not ask, who's the best realtor near me? They may ask something closer to, who helps move up buyers in the Heights, sell a bungalow, and buy more space without overpaying? That's a completely different query. It has a client type, a neighborhood, a current problem, and a desired outcome. If your website, videos, reviews, captions, and bio never say anything that specific, there's not much for a person or an AI tool to connect back to you. You may be excellent at that work in real life, but online you still look like a generalist in a crowd of generalists. I'd start with a simple test. Pull up your main online profiles and give yourself 10 seconds. Could a stranger quickly understand who you help, where you help them, and what problem you're especially good at solving? And be honest when you do this. Don't grade it the way you understand it because you already know your own business. Grade it the way a stranger would. If someone lands on your page between meetings with 5 tabs open and 2 kids yelling in the background, can they still figure out whether you're the right agent for their situation? That's the standard. Weak positioning sounds like, I help buyers and sellers in Houston. Again, that may be true, but it doesn't give anyone much to hold on to. Stronger positioning sounds more like, I help move up families in the Heights, sell older homes, and buy more space without losing control of the timeline. Now there's a person, a place, a problem, and a reason to keep listening. That doesn't mean you're trapped in one tiny niche forever. Specificity is a signal. You can still serve different kinds of clients, but your marketing needs enough clarity that the right person feels like, okay, this agent understands my situation. The mistake is trying to sound available for everyone and becoming memorable to no one. You're not trying to reduce your business. Instead, you want to make the front door easier for the right people to recognize. A prompt I'd use would sound like this. Act like a positioning strategist for a real estate agent. Interview me before writing anything. Ask questions until you can clearly define who I help, where I help them, what problem I solve, what proof I have, and what outcome my best clients want. After I answer, give me 3 positioning options that sound specific, credible, and natural. The interview is the move. Don't let AI brand you from one vague sentence. Make it pull the real material out of you first, the clients you've helped, the problems you've solved, the neighborhoods you understand, and the conversations you want more of. Here's the difference in prompt quality. Bad prompt. Write my realtor bio. That's how you get a bio that sounds like it belongs to everybody. Good prompt. Rewrite my bio for move-up buyers in Memorial who need to sell before buying, and keep it warm, professional, and specific to timing concerns. Better. Great prompt. Before rewriting my bio, ask me about my best clients, hardest client problems, local proof points, reviews, and the situations I want to attract more often. When the prompt gets more specific, the answer starts sounding more like a real business and less like a template. The agent has to do some thinking up front, and that work shows up later in every bio, video, follow-up, and website page. Now look at your content. A video called Houston Market Update can be accurate and still make the viewer work too hard. A more specific title gives the right person a reason to stop. Something like, should Heights bungalow owners sell before buying in 2026? Or what West University sellers should know before pricing against new construction. Those titles tell the viewer exactly who the conversation is for. This also makes content easier to create. When the audience is vague, every topic feels like a guess. Once the audience is clear, the next 5 videos almost write themselves. The examples are easier to find because they come from real conversations you're already having. The same idea applies to neighborhood pages. A vague page says the area has great restaurants, beautiful homes, and a strong sense of community. That could be copied and pasted into almost any market. A stronger page helps a real client think through the decision before they ever reach out. Google's guidance around helpful content is a good gut check here. Content should be created for people first and leave them feeling like they learned enough to move toward their goal. For agents, that means answering the questions your ideal client is already asking before they ever book a call. For content planning, I'd use a prompt like this. I want to become more visible for client type in area. Build a 90-day content map around the questions this person asks before contacting an agent. Separate the ideas into YouTube, Reels, email, and website topics. For each idea, show the client problem it answers and the next conversation it should create. That keeps the plan from turning into random posting. Every topic has to earn its place by solving a client problem or creating a better next conversation. Otherwise, you're just feeding the content machine and hoping the right people somehow connect the dots. NAR's technology survey showed social media as the top lead generating technology for realtors with CRM behind it. That should make agents a little more serious about what they publish and how they follow up. Content starts the signal. CRM keeps the relationship from disappearing. One quick technical check. Type your website URL and add /robots.txt at the end. That file helps manage crawler access. Google also notes that robots.txt is not a security tool, so don't treat it like one. For most agents, the practical question is much simpler. Is the public information you want found actually accessible, useful, and specific? I'd keep the website audit practical. If the main pieces of your online presence all sound broad, you're asking AI and humans to guess what you do best. Most people won't guess. They'll move on to the agent who made the answer easier. Reviews are one of the easiest places to find your real positioning because clients often tell you what they valued most. Look for the patterns. The things clients already praise may be the clearest clues about the lane you should make more visible. A review prompt could sound like this. Analyze these client reviews and identify the patterns clients already praise me for. Group the themes by client type, problem solved, emotional value, and market expertise. Then suggest 5 positioning angles that are true to the reviews and specific enough to build content around. That keeps the positioning grounded in proof. Anyone can claim a niche. The better move is finding the niche that your actual work already supports, then making that easier for people to see. Team leaders should pay attention here too. 10 agents with 10 nearly identical bios creates a blurry team. A stronger team has clearer lanes. One person may be best with first-time buyers, another with luxury listings, another with relocation, condos, new construction, or a specific farm area. That creates cleaner content, better coaching, and easier handoffs. For a team, I'd use this prompt. Interview me about each agent on my team. Help define their strongest client lane based on experience, personality, proof points, market knowledge, and business goals. Then suggest content topics, CRM follow-up ideas, and coaching focus areas for each lane. Specificity does a lot of quiet work. Clients understand you faster, AI gets clearer context, content planning gets less random, follow-up feels more relevant. The agent stops sounding like everyone else and starts becoming easier to remember for the right reason. This is the kind of conversation we keep having inside Real Edge Network. Modern search is changing, content is getting noisier, and generic positioning is becoming easier to ignore. The agents who make their value easier to understand before the client reaches out are going to have an advantage. So here's the action step. Rewrite one sentence this week. Replace "I help buyers and sellers in my market" with something that names the client, the place, the problem, and the outcome. Then check whether your website, videos, reviews, and follow-up support that sentence. If they don't, you found the gap. That's a good thing. Now you know where the work is. Tighten the headline, record the more specific video, update the bio, ask for reviews that speak to the actual experience, and start building a signal that matches the clients you want more often. If this gave you something useful, hit like, subscribe, and drop your one-sentence positioning line in the comments. And if you want to talk through what this could look like in your business, use the link below to start a conversation with Real Edge Network. I'll see you on the next one.